Indianapolis Reentry Educational Facility, or IREF, is a low-level prison that is located in downtown Indianapolis, which is designed to help the inmates called residents to reenter society. At first, when I heard of IREF, I had imagined it to be similar to the prison TV shows. I expected it to be chaos everywhere, but in reality, it looks more like a summer camp for adults because it had a basketball court, a mess hall, and an inside gym. Inside IREF, there's a program called Toastmasters, which is basically like a speech class without the test. Toastmasters is a great way for both residents and the students of IUPUI to be able to learn together. Inside IREF, you can get many different experiences and points of views of different things that happen around the world, as well as an inside view of the criminal justice system. While you're in there, you actually forget you're in a prison. Maybe it's because the students get to leave once we're done with Toastmasters and go home. For my class of American criminal justice, what we have discussed about the criminal justice system, I got to see and experience firsthand how the criminal justice system affects those in the system. While inside IREF, I could compare how some people describe the criminal justice system and how it really works. I also got to see how the criminal justice system can help those who actually want to change and turn their lives around. At first, I had implicit bias towards the residents of IREF. For those who don't know what implicit bias is, it's a preconscious thoughts based on a person's look, personality, and even race. But as I got to know each of the residents better, that all went away because my perspective changed of them. The IREF Toastmaster experience helps the public speaking ability of everyone who attends, which means both the IUPUI students and the IREF residents benefit from this. The Toastmaster experience has helped me become aware of my flaws when I spoke and has helped me improve and overcome some of these flaws, which I believe is slowly making me into a better speaker. The Toastmaster experience also helps the residents once they're released. Thanks to Toastmasters, they have a better public speaking skills and skills they did not have confidence in. It especially helps the residents by having a better way of communicating they had before, which makes it easier for them to communicate with people once they're released. I feel this experience has changed my perspective on many things. For example, before the IREF experience, I would have thought that all people in prison were people who would not change and would be violent since they were isolated from society. I personally think that more programs like the ones offered at IREF should expand because I get to see how it helps those who are in these programs. Thanks to this experience, I have more knowledge on different people's views on the criminal justice system or in how it truly works. For example, the media tends to shame or seem released prisoners like people who do not change and always will be criminals. Toastmasters experience can really help you with your public speaking skills if you are really if you really put in the work and reflect from it. The IREF experience has changed some of the perspective and thoughts I had on prisons and prisoners. This showed me not to judge people who committed a crime they did in their past. That incident is not part of their future or part of their present. IREF and Toastmasters can change a person's perspective and belief if they get a chance to do what I was able to do as part of the SPIA first year seminar at IUPUI. When I first heard of that we were going to IREF, a prison, I was surprised and began to think, why are these professors making us go to a prison? We might get hurt, or the prisoners would attack us. Because I had imagined it to be violent and a nasty place, since it was a prison. But it ended up being a nice place with a garden in it. At the end of the day, I got a new perspective on how the residents can change for the better and taught me not to judge people for their past and the things they did in their past.